Youth. Days when I was supposed to live life to the fullest. Days when I was free of all responsibilities. Days that passed by as dreams for me. Regret I did not get a chance to experience this all. Why? Why was youth forsaken for love? I was 17 back then, and signs of adolescence were starting to show. I started to have pimples on my face, I grew taller, hair started to grow in different parts of my body, and probably one of the biggest changes that showed I was truly evolving as a teenager was love. I fell in love with Taeyang. I was an ordinary farmer back then who had an ordinary life. But after falling in love with Taeyang, everything changed. Taeyang won over my heart, and I fell for her charm. I was in love, a feeling that I could not have described possible at that time. Days passed by, and I got closer and closer to Taeyang. I could no longer wait. I wanted this love to culminate into marriage as soon as possible. Marry Taeyang! Marry Taeyang! Marry Taeyang! Is all that came into my mind. Finally, I mustered the courage and decided to tell this to my father. I approached him and told him about Taeyang. He tried reasoning with me, but because I was madly in love with Taeyang, I could not be prevailed upon. Happy days and nights followed after our marriage. Soon, I became a father of 6 children. Responsibilities piled up, tensions grew. Life was no longer the way I perceived it to be. I had now become a father and a husband. I was no longer a part of the youth. I had now responsibilities not only to myself, but to my children and to my wife as well. Regret! If I have only listened to my father, none of this would have happened. If I only listened to his advice, I would have had a much better life and an easier one. And if I had listened to his advice, I would have gotten a chance to experience youth and spend youth days like one should. Glass, my 18-year-old son, repeated history. He made the same mistake by falling in love with Tona. He fell in the same pit as his poor father did. Love did triumph for me, and later on, my son. And this, afterwards, we faced reality.